And welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to start Exp25 Word Ch03 Cumulative Tourism. It's a great project of Microsoft Word class. If you need the solution of this project, you can directly text me through WhatsApp or email. I am dealing with Microsoft all classes, simulation training, simulation exam, weekly assignments, weekly exam, and weekly quizzes. Now I am going to move for the project description. As a member of a local chapter of Auto Society, you are involved with an outreach to promote ecosystem which encourages travel to natural habits while conserving the environment. In the process you will finalize. Okay, now here you can see it's a project description. Now I'm going to move for the project steps. It says start Word, download and open the file name Exp25 Word Ch03 Cumulative Tourism. I can show you. I already downloaded the Word document file. Here you can see it's a Word Ch03 Exp25 Word Ch03 Cumulative Tourism. Now I am going to move for my next step. It say place the insertion point at the end of the document. Insert 2 by. Now I am going to insert a new table that's width of 2 by 1. Now I am going to insert a new table at the end of the document. Here you can see insert a new table. Insert table 2 by 1. Here you can see I have inserted a new table according to the instruction of step number 2. Now I am going to move and it say apply the table style of list table 2 ascent 6. Apply table style list table 2 ascent 6 list table 2 ascent 6. Select this table and table design list table 2 asset 6. Here you can see it's a list table 2 asset 6. I have inserted this one. Now I am going to move for my next step. Center the newly created table horizontally. Select the table and apply the shading of the gray. Now you can see here I am going to do the step number 3. It says center the newly created table horizontally. Select the table and apply shading to gray asset 3 light 80. Center the newly horizontally. Now I am going to move to center this table to horizontally center. Adjust the width of the first column 2 inches. Now I am going to adjust the width of the first column. And center. I have made this modification and apply the shading of gray accent 3 letter 80%. Gray accent 3 letter. Gray accent 3 letter 80%. Gray accent 3 letter 80%. I have applied the shading. I have done this one. Now I am going to move for my next step. It says insert a row between the first and the second row of the first table. Now you can see here. Now I am going to insert a row between the first and the second column of the first table. Insert a row between the first and the second row of the first table. Here you can see. Insert a row. Here you can see I have inserted a new row. Now I am going to enter the data according to the instruction of step number 4. Enter destination in the first cell. And in the second cell, enter description in the next cell. Enter description in the next cell. and in the last cell let's say enter in the C2 rating in the last cell. Now I'm going to enter this one. Here you can see I have done this modification. Now I'm going to move for my next step. I am dealing with Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint, Microsoft Database Access. Just text me through WhatsApp or email if you need the solution of any Microsoft class. I am here to develop quality grade for you. I am dealing with Microsoft all classes, simulation training, simulation exam, weekly assignments, weekly exam and weekly quizzes. Insert a column at the end of the last column in the table. Now you can see here I am going to insert a new column at the end of the, let's say insert a column at the end of the last column in the table. Insert a column, insert column right. I have inserted a new column. I am dealing with many students, delivering quality grade for them. Here you can see I am dealing with Microsoft all classes, simulation training, simulation exam, weekly assignments, weekly exam and weekly quizzes. If you need the solution of any Microsoft class, I am here to develop quality grade for you. I am dealing with Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint, Microsoft. Here you can see okay, I have inserted a new table right of the okay. Now I am going to enter the data and type approximate visitor year in the cell second row. Okay, now I am going to enter the data according to the instruction. Okay, 8796 8, then next one is 7. Here you can see I am going to do this one. I am dealing with Microsoft all classes, simulation training, simulation exam. Okay, the next one is 879 and the next one is 6. I am dealing with Microsoft all classes, simulation training, simulation exam, weekly assignments, weekly exam and weekly quizzes. If you need the solution of any Microsoft class, you can directly text me through WhatsApp or email 8796 8796 then 91078 91078 9 10 7 8. I am dealing with Microsoft all classes, simulation training, simulation exam, weekly assignments, weekly exam and weekly quizzes. If you need the solution of any Microsoft class, I am here to develop quality grade for you. Okay. I am dealing with Microsoft all classes, simulation training, simulation exam, weekly assignments, weekly exam and weekly quizzes. You can directly text me through WhatsApp or email. I am dealing with Microsoft all classes, simulation training, simulation exam, weekly assignments, weekly exam and weekly quizzes. Just text me through WhatsApp or email if you need the solution of any Microsoft class. I am here to develop quality grade for you. I am dealing with MATLAB stats, MATLAB mathematics, MATLAB accounts, MATLAB finance. Just text me through WhatsApp or email if you trouble in any project. I can make quality grade for you in all assessment. The next node you can see here. Okay. Now I am going to enter another values. Okay. Here you can see I am going to do this one. I am dealing with Microsoft all classes, simulation training, simulation exam, weekly assignments, weekly exam and weekly quizzes. Just text me through WhatsApp or email if you trouble in any project. I can make quality grade for you in all assessments, simulation training, simulation exam, weekly assignments, weekly exam and weekly quizzes. If you need the solution of any Microsoft project, you can directly text me through WhatsApp or email. I am here to deliver quality grade for you. I am dealing with MATLAB stats, MATLAB mathematics, MATLAB accounts, MATLAB finance. Just text me through WhatsApp or email if you trouble in any project. I am here to deliver quality grade for you. Here you can see I have made this modification. Now I am going to move further. Okay, now you can see here I am going to do the next one. It says select the first table, select a border style as the double. Okay. It says select the first table, select the border style as the double line. Okay. I have selected the first table and the in layout border style single solid line, double solid line 1 or 2 point Exp25. Okay, apply the selection to outside border. Okay, apply the selection to outside border. Here you can see okay. I am dealing with Microsoft all classes. Here you can see I am going to do this one. I am dealing with many students and delivering quality grade for them. Here you can see and the border, outside border, and then the content is auto fit. Okay, here you can see I have made this modification. Now I am going to move for my next step. Select the first row of the first table and merge the cell. Okay. Now and select the text in the first row. Apply the shading light gray background to 50%. Select the first row of the first table. Here you can see I am dealing with MATLAB stats, MATLAB mathematics, MATLAB accounts, MATLAB finance. Text me through WhatsApp or email. Just text me through WhatsApp or email if you need the solution of any Microsoft class. Select the first row of the first table and merge cell. Select the first row. Okay, and then it's a merge cell. Okay, center text in the first row. Apply shading. Center text, apply shading. Okay, light gray background to light gray background to darker 50%. Light gray background to darker 50%. I have applied this. Okay, next let's say change the font color of the text in the first two, white background 1. Okay, bold and font size 14. Select the text in the first row. Then change the font color white background 1. Now you can see here I am going to change the font color in the font color bold, font size 14, and okay. Here you can see. Now I'm going to move for my next step. Now I'm going to move for my next step. Select row 2 through the end of the table and apply the shading of light gray background to OK. Select the row 2 through end of OK. Apply the shading light background to and shading is light gray background to light gray background to light gray background to I have applied the shading. Then use border painter to copy the double click. Okay, now I'm going to use the border painter, copy the double click all outer border. Okay, I have done this one. I have made this modification. Now I'm going to move for my next step. Let's say apply align center alignment to all text in the second row. Content are both horizontally. Okay. Apply align center alignment to all text in the second row. All text in the second row. Apply align center align all text in the second row and center. Okay. Select all number in the last. Okay, then apply align center alignment to all text in the first and the third column. First apply align center alignment first and third column. Apply align center right center first and the third column. Okay, then it says select all number in the last column and apply align center right. Align center right. Apply all number in the last column and apply align center right. Okay, I have done this one. Now I'm going to move for my next question. Then it says include a caption that read table 1. Now you can see here I am going to enter a caption to include a table 1 below the first table. Here you can see under the first table I am going to enter a caption. Insert a okay. I am going to insert caption table okay. Here you can see and okay. Here you can see I have add a caption according to the instruction. Now I am going to move for my next step. It's a select row 3 through the end of the first table, sort the row in the ascending order by column 1. Now I'm going to select row 3. Okay. Select row 3 to the end of the column. Here you can see I am going to do this one. I am dealing with Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint, Microsoft Database Access. Select row 3 to end of a column and then sort the row in ascending order by column 1 and sort the row by column 1 in ascending order. Already I have done. Here you can see I have made this modification. Now I'm going to move for the next question. It says insert a row at the bottom of the first table and enter average in the second cell on the last. Choose align center. Okay. Insert a row at the bottom of the table and type averages. Insert row below and second cell, and I have center align right and center align right. Now I have made this modification. Include a function in the third cell on the last row below the C2 heading column that determine the average of the values in the column above. Now I am going to insert a function. Here you can see. Okay, here in the formula for the not sum above, it's average above. Here you can see we can paste a function from here, average above. And I have found the number that is 8 average. Okay, here you can see I am dealing with Microsoft all classes, simulation training, simulation exam, weekly assignments, weekly exam and weekly quizzes. If you trouble in any project, you can directly text me through WhatsApp or email. Next, let's say include a function in the last cell on the last row, approximate visitor. Okay, now you can see here I am going to insert a next function to insert a averages for the last row. Okay, formula averages above. It's a okay. Insert a function to last cell on the last row to determine averages of the value in the column above. Average above. Okay. Okay. Here you can see I have done this one. I am dealing with Microsoft all classes, simulation training, simulation exam, weekly assignments, weekly exam and weekly quiz. Basically it's a third chapter of Microsoft Exp25 Word Ch03 Cumulative Tourism. If you need the solution of this project, you can directly text me through WhatsApp or email. I can handle your whole class with quality grades. I am dealing with many students and delivering quality grades for them. If you trouble in any project, you can directly text me through WhatsApp or email. Okay, thank you so much.